T20 cricket is a more reactionary sport, and I suppose one day cricket you might have to be a little bit more proactive in that way. Ben says streaming seems massively. I think I've pronounced that correctly for you, Ben. Underused by cricket compared to other sports. Pay X amount for a year to watch every England game on our ECB Streams app or some other overly funky name. They could still have traditional broadcast deals with Sky and BT. So I might get the years wrong here, but I want to say around 2012 to 2015, there was a movement under Giles Clark to they got the domain cricket.tv, and the idea was that everyone would sign up and you'd be able to, from your domestic cricket, your women's cricket, even disability cricket. Like I think the whole idea was anything you had a camera on would be on this app, and then every individual fan in the world could sign up for what they wanted, just India international games or just county games. Whatever you wanted, you had the option to be able to do. But the cricket boards all hate each other, and it would have required a overall structure from the ICC. And every time that has happened, they have fought that because they don't want. So cricket boards run the bilateral matches, right? The minute you bring in the ICC run that, and the cricket boards will be less powerful. That is why we don't have better streaming. Individually, I don't understand it as much from an individual nation by nation side of things. I think it's just short-sightedness, realistically. It's not the way, I would have thought that even if you are, I don't know, maybe India doesn't work as well, although it could, but if you're Australia, say, and you're Cricket Australia, you've already got a really good YouTube/website presence. They've already got media products, I suppose is the best way of putting it. Why not then have a proper streaming system where you're actually buying streaming rights also for overseas tours and maybe even other leagues and stuff, at a discount for your streaming platform from the other boards directly, and then doing a similar deal with the other boards and everything else. But again, they don't really do this. So you'd probably only get home cricket, and the boards are already selling that. But you're right. It's a concern, and they're now 10 years out of date. They could have been, I think the original model was based on baseball. It might have been from Mike Jenkman's book that they got the idea. I'm not sure. Or maybe they thought of it on their own. I don't know. But, as a basketball fan, I can watch every basketball game in the world. Every NBA game in the world. FIBA is a whole different ball game. They charge way too much for crappy basketball a lot of the time. But the NBA, I can watch every NBA game. I can do the same with, obviously other American sports. That is where sport is going, right? So it seems to me a mistake not to have capitalized on that when we know that's the direction that it's going.